Hi, boys and girls. It is the creator of Bored with Miss Reynolds, Better Off Reading Every Day. And you would never guess where I am. I'm in the Boca Raton, dropping off my daughter for her last year of college. Well, we won't say last, her 4th year of college. And I wanted to read to you Me and My Shadow. Because I think sometimes she feels like me and my shadow. This one is written by and illustrated by Arthur Doros, and this is a scholastic book. Isn't the view exquisite? It's from my daughter's window in her room. On sunny days, my shadow walks with me. When I jump, my shadow jumps. When I run, my shadow runs too. Sometimes it's tall, sometimes it's small, but it follows along with me. Houses have shadows, cars and buses have shadows, trees have shadows, even my little brother and the swing have a shadow. See how many shadows you can find, trace around them. Each shadow has a shape of its very own. What makes shadows? Shadows are made when light is blocked from a surface. Hold your hand out in bright sunlight or in front of a flashlight in a dark room. There's the shadow of your hand. Hold out a book or a bear or a piece of paper. Whatever blocks the light makes a shadow. If you hold the flashlight in different places, you can see the shapes of shadows change. Shadows get bigger or smaller and change shape, depending on how the light is blocked. When the sun is low in the morning or afternoon, a lot of light is blocked. When the shadow is tall, when the sun is overhead around the middle of the day, not much light is blocked from the ground. Then the shadow is shorter. Shadows can also move. Try catching them in a game of shadow tag. I'm it. I'll try to catch your shadow. The shadow of that tree is base. If you get there before you get tagged, you're free. Nah, can't catch me. The sun's getting higher and my shadow's getting smaller. We're on base. We don't have shadows here. We're in the tree's shadow.
Oh yeah, clock out in 3 minutes. Does anyone need cold water? I said of course you did.
Look at shadows. Shadows help us tell what shape something is. Try drawing an apple, a face, or a tree bark, with or without shadows. If I draw a circle, it sits there flat on this piece of paper. But if you color the shadows, it might look more like a ball or an orange. I like using shadows when I draw. It can help make things look more real. And you're hearing my daughter's friends. They're moving in today as well. So you're going to hear people from time to time because it's moving in day.
Someone always has a problem.
There are shadows all around us. A gigantic shadow is what gives us day and night. The earth is like a big ball that spins in space. As our part of the earth spins towards the sun, we have day. When our part of the earth is in the shadow, we have night. Here's the earth, here's the sun. You can see how this happens. Shine a flashlight on a ball in a dark room. On the side of the ball that is away from the light, there is a shadow. On this side, it is nighttime. Boys and girls, you are hearing live action of people moving in on moving day. Aren't you lucky? You're getting it straight. The moon has a shadow too. The moon circles the earth. One half of the moon always faces the sun. It is lit up. The side away from the sun is always dark. It is the shadow side of the moon. The moon takes many days and nights to circle the earth. Each night, depending on where the moon is in its circle around the earth, we see a different amount of moon's shadows and its lit up side. Here's the earth, here's the sun. On this night, the moon looks like just a silver. That is because we are seeing more of the moon's shadow or less of its lit up side than on other nights. On nights that the moon looks round or full, we are seeing more of the lit up side and the shadow and less shadow. Have you noticed how the moon changes? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. The moon changes. That's what we love about it, depending on what's going on. As the moon circles the earth, once in a while it gets right between the sun and the earth. Then the earth is in the moon's shadow. We have an eclipse. If we were in the part of the earth covered by the moon's shadow, we'd have an eclipse. That's called a solar eclipse because the light of the sun is blocked out. Here we have the earth, the moon, and the sun, and they're showing you the eclipse. We can see how this happens in a dark room. Cut out 2 round pieces of paper. Shine a flashlight on them like this. The big circle of the paper is the earth, and the little circle is the moon. There are eclipses of the moon, lunar eclipses once in a while, when the moon passes through the earth's shadow. There's the moon, the earth, and the sun. Look how they made that. Isn't that unique? Look how they made that. Pretty cool. But eclipses don't happen often. Most nights I can see the moon and the shadows on its surface, and most days I see shadows in the sunlight. The dark spots on the moon are shadows too. They are shadows of the moon's mountain and craters. In the morning, when I wake up, I see shadows on the ceiling. The shadows are from parts of the window and anything that blocks the light. Today, I had a mountain lion in my room. That lion looks hungry. Don't worry, I think it already ate breakfast. They're so funny. I love seeing shapes in the morning. There you go. It is easy to tell stories with shadows. You can make shadows on the wall by making shapes with your hands in front of a strong light. Walls come in handy for putting on shadow puppet plays. My hands are close to the lamp, so a lot of light is blocked. The shadow is big. My hands are further from the lamp. Not as much light gets blocked. The shadows are smaller. Have you ever made like those hand-shaped puppets with shadows? Some people are really, really good at them. I was never really good at them, but my daughter used to love when her dad made them. If you want to try something fancy, make your own shadow puppet theater. You need a few pieces of thick paper, a cardboard box, scissors, and tape. Here's what to do. Cut puppets out of paper. They can be animals, people, buildings, stars, anything you want for your play. When the puppets are ready, have them act out the story. Set up a puppet stage using a big sheet of light-colored paper or a thin cloth. Cut the bottom out of the box and tape the paper or cloth onto it. Put a slide projector or another strong light source behind the stage. Turn off the other lights in the room and let your puppets tell the story. Look at that. This book is a teaching book as well. It's teaching you some really good things that you could try when you're inside on rainy days or maybe just days inside. X-rays are a way of using shadows too. The rays go through us and make shadows of our bones on film. We'll see what happened. I fell and hurt my leg. I think it might be broken. The film is developed like from a camera. Shadows show on the developed film. Where the X-rays hit the film turns dark. Where the X-rays are blocked by the bones, there are white shadows. X-ray of broken bone, X-ray of unbroken bone. You are fine. Your bone is not broken, says the doctor, after seeing the X-rays. See that? Those are another version of shadows. We're in the home stretch. X-rays work because the rays pass through some parts of things more easily than others. Shadow pictures from X-rays can be taken of almost anything. There are shadows in this leaf when I shine the light through it, but X-rays can pass through more things than light can. Sonograms, pictures made by using sound, also leave shadows. Sound waves travel from the machine through water or air. The sound waves bounce back when they hit something and show on screen. Behind whatever the waves hits, there is a sound shadow. Here is a sonar picture of a whale. A whale is spouting. See that? Shadows make amazing things in different forms. I'm learning so much from this book. Take a look. There is a short shadows, tall shadows, round shadows, fuzzy shadows, shadows that move. On a hot summer day, I rest in a cool shadow of a tree. I lie in the shade and watch the shadows all around me. And that is the end of Me and My Shadow, boys and girls. It is Bored with Miss Reynolds, better off reading every day. I don't own the rights to this story that I have read to you about shadows, but I love storytelling magic, and the magic of today's story is we learn so much about all different types of shadows, and we even learn how to make some craft and projects and hide and seek and different things from shadows. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did right here with my daughters returning to college in Boca Raton. Yeah. We'll see you again soon. Bye. Me and my shadow.